You should never view your challenges as a disadvantage. Instead, it's important for you to understand that your experience facing and overcoming adversity is actually one of your biggest advantages. And I know that because I've seen it myself, not just as a student working my way through school, but years later before I came to the White House and I worked as a dean at a college. In that role, I encountered students who had every advantage. Their parents paid their full tuition. They lived in beautiful campus dorms. They had every material possession a college kid could want: cars, computers, spending money. But when some of them got their first bad grade, they just fell apart. They lost it because they were ill-equipped to handle their first encounter with disappointment or falling short. Life will put many obstacles in your path that are far worse than a bad grade. You'll have unreasonable bosses and difficult clients and patients. You'll experience illnesses and losses, crises and setbacks that will come out of nowhere and knock you off your feet. But unlike so many other young people, you have already developed the resilience and the maturity that you need to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and keep moving through the pain. Keep moving forward. You have developed that muscle. And please, please always do your part to help others do the same. Leaders like Hillary Clinton, who has the guts and the grace to keep coming back and putting those cracks in that highest and hardest glass ceiling until she finally breaks through, lifting all of us along with her. That is the story of this country, the story that has brought me to this stage tonight, the story of generations of people who felt the lash of bondage, the shame of servitude, the sting of segregation, but who kept on striving and hoping and doing what needed to be done so that today I wake up every morning in a house that was built by slaves. And I watch my daughters, two beautiful, intelligent black young women, playing with their dogs on the White House lawn. And because of Hillary Clinton, my daughters and all our sons and daughters now take for granted that a woman can be president of the United States. I get so many affirmations from my husband on a daily basis. You were beautiful, you were great, you were smart, but sometimes you block those out, right? I mean, that's the battle. That I am living with a man who loves me dearly, who thinks that the sun rises and sets, and he is clear and vocal about that. And I get that affirmation every day, but I have to be honest that sometimes that isn't enough, because in the end the messages have to come from me. I have to believe it myself. And even when the person that I love tells me the opposite, it's the work I have to do inside. And that's one of my major messages to young people. You got to do that work on your own. You got to love yourself. Got to practice that before you can expect for you to believe it in other people when they tell you. I've never eaten a vegetable.
I knew it. Here's another one.
That's not true. The whole 8 years we were in the White House, we used Laura Bush's Netflix password.
Really? Wow. The revelation.
Laura, sorry. Send me the bill.
There you go.
I'm not sure which one's Sasha and which one's Malia. You know,
They agree. They get so mad every time I mess their names up. I'm like, who are you?
Part of being a parent.
The game that Sasha plays with me is that when we're with a lot of people, she'll call me mom, mom, mom. And I don't hear her, and she's like, Michelle Obama. And I look up, and she's like, see?
All right, couple more.
All right.
These are important.
I stole the phrase, when they go low, we go high, from the back of a Snapple cap.
2 more.
Barry, be quiet and hold my purse.